Hello everybody, this is Reverend Rose. Welcome to my channel. Oh wait, here, let me remove those there. How's that? Much better, I hope. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with a few of you and let you know a couple of things that have been on my mind. Number one, I'm doing very well, as you can see. I'm health-wise, I'm doing much better. And I'm taking a trip back to Ohio to see my children and to see my mother and my friends. And I'm leaving this Friday the 20th, and I will be back on the 30th. So there's a dual purpose for me saying that. One is I'm praying that my health continues to be okay even in Ohio, because I don't know what the weather's like there. And the other one is that I will not be doing any Etsy boards while I'm gone. Any spirit boards on Etsy while I'm gone. I do have 2 boards to post, and I'm going to post those. I have several people asking for them, so with my money situations are sometimes a little tough, so I have to buy when I can and then post as soon as I buy a couple. I usually try to buy 2 at a time, and I've been lucky. I've been getting them, some of them with free shipping and some of them with discounted shipping because I'm ordering more than one board. Anyway, so for those 10 days I will be out of commission, but when I get back on the 30th, like starting July 1st, I'll be right back into making my boards again. And, okay, so that's that part of it. I'm kind of excited to go see my children and my mom. She was just in the hospital, but I hear she's okay now, so that's a good thing. There was something I want to touch base with you on a thing called, I'm sure you've all heard of it, spirit communication. I don't know why I've been having these dreams lately on talking to people about just things that come into my mind when I meet somebody or see somebody, and how spirit communication works for me. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different way of communicating with spirit or spirits around you. Mine is, I get a feeling in my chest, and sometimes I feel as though I can't breathe right. Well, with my COPD, that's kind of hard to tell the difference, but I've had to like calm myself and just, you'll notice I clench my hands. Well, maybe you can't see that here, but I clench my hands when I'm talking about spirit. I've always done that. The friend of mine that taught me spirit communication is the one that brought to my attention, every time you talk about spirit or every time you're in spirit, you clench your hands. Why is that? I don't know. Okay, that's just what my impulse is to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I woke up yesterday morning, actually, but I couldn't get my webcam to work, so that's why it took me so long to do this. I woke up yesterday morning saying to myself, I'm sorry, I have some vitamin E oil on my face, and it's kind of a little itchy, so sorry, I don't mean to be scratching my nose. I don't edit my videos, can you tell? My daughter's not here to do that for me, so you get me, and that's all there is to it. But anyway, I woke up with the thought in my head, and the little voice in my head, I call it my little voice, that told me I need to do a quick video on spirit communication. Have you ever looked at someone and thoughts just came to you? Thoughts like, oh, that poor person, that person should not do this today, or should not do that today because something bad could happen to that. Okay, that is a form of spirit communication. It took me a while to realize this, and I know it sounds really strange, but alright, for instance, this happened quite a while ago, but it happened here in Arizona. I was at McDonald's. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. My husband and I had gone out for a meal and a couple of drinks, whatever. And then we stopped at McDonald's for a coffee and a pastry before we went home. And there was this young boy in there, and there was another boy with him, and there was a couple of girls, and just kids hanging out. There were teenagers on one side and some on the other, and he scooted into a booth, and he wasn't next to me, but like I was on this side of the building, and if I looked directly across to my right, he was up against the other wall in a booth. And when I looked at this young man, feeling of tears, like I wanted to cry, just hit me really, really strong. And I told my husband, I said, you know what, something's wrong. Something's wrong with that young boy, and I can't put my finger on it, but Spirit is telling me that that boy is going to do something that he should not do. As if he does what it is he's going to do, he's going to get hurt. So my husband looked at me and said, well, go tell him that. That's kind of a hard thing to learn to do, especially with strangers, and teenagers are really kind of spooked by that sort of thing. But, you know, guess what? It's me. So I did. I got up and I walked over and I scooted my little butt into the seat next to him. Sorry. And I scooted my little butt into the seat next to him, and I put my arm around his shoulder and I said, look, I know you don't know me, and I don't know you. But believe me when I tell you, whatever it is you are about to do, whatever it is that you are thinking you need to do this, I'm telling you, you don't need to do it. If you do it, you're going to get hurt. You need to back away. Whatever the situation is, you just need to back away and go. Be the better person. Be the bigger person. Walk the heck away, because the feeling for me is very strong. This boy started to cry. I mean, right there next to me, just started to cry. And he looked at me and goes, how did you know that I was going to do something that I've never done before? And I looked at him and I said, just trust me when I tell you. There are spirits all around you. When I need to hear one, I can hear one. And I'm hearing one right now, and it's telling me to tell you to just walk away and go home. Go home, and it will all be okay by tomorrow. Well, his friend, who overheard the conversation, scooted in the bench in front of us and looked at his buddy and said, I told you. He said, listen to her, please. A total stranger is telling you not to do this. Please, come with me. Let me take you home. This boy was old enough. He had a driver's license. The other one wasn't. And the young man gave me a hug and agreed to go straight home. So from that point on, I can only hope and pray that he did. I didn't see nothing bad on the news the next day or anything. So I don't know. I got the feeling, I didn't want to say this to him, but I got the feeling it was kind of gang related. Bullies kind of thing, something to that effect. And sometimes I don't have to know the whole story. Neither do you. I just want to, I'm being impulsed by Spirit to tell each and every one of my viewers, you all have a spirit communication within you. Reverend Jenny taught me mine. She taught me to bring mine out, and I don't always listen to it anymore, and I should, and I'm going to, and I'm doing that right now. I'm telling each and every one of you, if you're out there and you get hit to tell somebody something, that is Spirit talking to you and telling you, please tell this person before it's too late for them. This is what I want them to know. Please tell them this. And that feeling will be so strong in you that you won't be able to not tell him. I will do another video. If I don't do it in a few days, I will do it when I get back. And I will use, I have my book on spirit communication, the book that I learned with. I will show you that book, and maybe we'll just go through that book a little bit and do a little bit of a search on spirit communication, maybe a little bit of a class on that. I know I'm also going to do a class on tarot reading. A lot of you are already very good at reading tarot cards, so I don't know how much I can tell you, but I will tell you what I know. And a lot of it is here. That's all I can say is with spirit communication, with tarot reading, with meditating, with all of that, it's all inside you. It's in here. When spirit communicates with you, you're going to hear it, you're going to feel it, you're going to know it. I cry. I mean, some people laugh. I have laughed once before too, but that was just because spirit hit me in a joyful way, just to let me know he was there. So that was a total laughter thing. But I cry. I get impulses and I cry. I get sad feelings. I guess I'm somewhat of an empath. It's really, I don't know if it's a curse or a blessing when I'm ghost hunting, but it does work then too. So, anyway, okay, I've passed along what Spirit wanted me to pass along, and that was to inform each and every one of you that you have the ability within yourself to communicate with Spirit. Please do not ignore what Spirit tells you. Sorry, the wind is kicking up here. Got a couple of little dirt devils outside there. So that's what that noise was. Okay, so I've passed along what Spirit wants me to tell you is each and every one of you pay attention to your inner spirit. Pay attention to the spirits around you. Pay attention to those feelings, those thoughts that you need to help that person or tell that person something. And whatever that something is, it will be clear to you what that something is. And I don't mean walk up to everybody and say, hey, that dress looks really hideous on you. That's not what I mean at all. And I'm sure that you know that. I'm sorry, that was just a little joke there. But when you get the impulse to tell someone everything's going to be okay, whatever it is that you're going through right now, okay, this is really something simple because this is pretty much common sense. Somebody out there is probably going to have a surgery or a doctor's appointment tomorrow or something, or someone's waiting to hear some kind of news about their health. It's going to be okay. Those are the types of things I talk about when I mean communicating with Spirit. When Spirit gives you a message for someone, that is what I'm speaking of. And I can only encourage you enough to please share those messages that you get, even if you think they're silly, even if you think you're just imagining things, even if somebody looks at you and says, what are you, crazy? Just say, you know what, yeah, maybe I am, but it's just a very strong feeling I have and I need to share it with you. I need to get it off my chest, place it to you, to the universe, and that's where it belongs. Okay, so I relayed my message and I feel so much better now, and I hope that it helps all of you. And I will get out the Spirit Communication book, and maybe we'll do a little class on communicating with Spirit. Until then, pray for me safe travels on my plane. I hate flying alone, but it's worth it because I'm excited to go see my children and my mother and my friends. And love to each and every one of you. God bless. God and Goddess bless. Blessed be. Namaste. And all of the above. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.